let him rest for the finals. Oh my god, it's... Okay, I thought it was live 4-1 for a
I
second.
think that was, they just did knife.
Yeah.
And then we're about to go live. Yep, here we go. Alright, good thing caught that. Let's go to map 2.
I'm assuming GNet won, just because most teams tend to favor CT side on Mirage.
True, yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't see very many teams wanting to go T side on Mirage if they won knife, so.
Pistol round is going to be going underway. GNet on CT side and 4v1P on the T side of Mirage. If you did not know, 4v1P did win the first map, which was Inferno. The second map is Mirage. Razzle throwing a decoy there, maybe trying to throw a fake flash. They're going to be running a 2-3-2, maybe try to pull some rotates or frag out at A. And the other 3 players going B halls with the bomb. And they are going to pull a rotate. Link 52 is already rotated. Oh, he's in kitchen, but he realizes it may be a fake. No one is committing A. Link 52 is going to be having to hold B by himself versus 3 terrorists. Can he get any frags? And he just has to delay the plan and wait for rotates, and Mr. Lee takes him out. He just taken down to 13 health. Tivu is going to be getting the bomb down while 3 of the CTs are rotating into kitchen, and Khabibi is flanking, but he's getting counterflanked by Razzle, who was one of the A guys trying to pull rotates. Razzle takes him up from behind. Zenith taking out G. They pull out the knives, and Arya's actually going to get a knife frag on Zenith. Even though he's probably not going to win this round, he gets knifed by Tivu. That does give them some money in the bank for next round. Maybe he'll drop.
Yeah, I'm actually a huge fan of anything pugs, scrims, matches of the B rush, because if you don't stack for it, you can overpower somebody B every single time, because you have to. If you're playing from sight, you're shooting at an upward angle, which is hard to get headshots at, and they're just so up close with Glocks. So I mean, that's a good strat that I think can be used at any time if it's not prepared for.
So, see an eco round coming out from the counter terrorist. Razzle is going to take out Arya with his aggressive ramp push. Bear Trap still has a CZ. I think, he's probably trying to save for an op or something to work some mid picks, maybe an aggressive A ramp pick. Eco round. Seems like it's going to be typical. Bear Trap actually peeks out and takes out Link while Sta's trying to reload. Gets fragged by Razzle, who pushes up A ramp. Tivu takes out. Yeah, it's just typical eco round. They didn't even lose a single person. That's not much.
Yeah,
to say.
typical. I mean, not typical eco, but just what 41P wants to get to. No guns down, and eco onto the 3rd round. Hopefully, they can just have a 0-3 here. I mean, that's what everyone goes for.
Don't worry, because GNet M saved the enemy by killing his teammate, apparently. But
right, this pop-ups are hilarious.
They're going to be going with a 5A stack on this eco. Actually, they're just going to rush ramp. Khabibi's going to be Razzle here at the ramp. Gets taken out 35. A flash coming over does partially blind Razzle. Razzle's nading out Khabibi, but Link's aggressive push takes him out. They do have bomb. Mr. Lee and his teammate rotating. Bear Trap is also pinching them from apartments. So even though they did get bomb control, that double nade is going to take out... I think his name was MG. I don't know why he changed his name. Anyways,
we'll go with that. But
first gun round.
Yeah, decent eco. I mean, I think the bomb went down in a spot that they didn't know how to react to it with the Halls coming back and just kind of got pinched there. It could have been a better round if the bomb was actually closer on to A main. But a nice try.
If they had some people pushing Halls instead of 5 ramp, they could have taken out Bear Trap and Halls, and they would have had
flank to flank, exactly.
Ooh, Arya missing a shot, does get taken out by Mr. Lee in middle, making it a 4v5 round rather in favor of the terrorists, which is always more beneficial for terrorists than counter terrorists. Bear Trap taking out Khabibi close ramp and almost takes out Sta, takes him down to 13. Sta is now getting pinched though from apartments. 3v4, he's actually getting pinched from connector. All of them are up connector. Link is gonna see 3 terrorists coming up connector, but he gets smoked off in jungle, so he's gonna opt to go up connector with his teammate. They're actually gonna go boost back into window, it looks like. They're getting into really good afterplan positions though. They already have a guy pushed aggressive CT spawn. And actually they opt to save, which is probably the correct choice in a 2v4 in those situations. Link just holding underpass with his op. Might catch Mr. Lee if he comes out a window here in a second.
Yeah, and this
which it looks like he does. Ooh, and they both miss their shots. It would have been really nice to get that op down, even if you couldn't hold it. Force a rebuy. And Link is actually dying from upper B. He gets taken out.
That's where those
his
from.
teammate's getting flanked from underpass. That was...
Yeah, that's a small mistake there. I mean, you have to realize that people can push through B and see you right there. He kind of looks flustered, not knowing where that shot was coming from. So, I mean, a little bit of inexperience playing play there. But that's a huge gun round for them. I mean...
Didn't realize he could be seen by that angle, I suppose.
Yeah.
save coming out from GNet. Arya did buy a Nova. Trying to get fancy with it. GNet did end up saving his M4. Link is about to meet Razzle though in apps. Meanwhile, Bear Trap took out Khabibi. Is that a 157? Did he not have head armor? I don't know. That was pretty nuts. But Arya is pushed aggressively in B apps, but it doesn't look like he's going to see any action with his Nova. They're just working middle right now. Bear Trap is kind of just lurked over in A apartments. They have one player near underpass. Mr. Lee top middle with the op, being supported by Tivu, but Zenith gets a nice frag into connector from underpass. They're just working it slow, as they should on these kind of rounds, to try to work picks. Use your rifles in the range that it provides. Tivu takes out M at the triple firebox, and Stog gets caught off guard by Bear Trap in apartments, but does end up turning around, taking him out. Arca misses the Nova shot, and he does end up finishing off Zenith, picks up his AK. They are in a 2v2, and it looks like Arya is actually trying to go for it. I thought originally he was maybe just going to save it, but if he can get one more pick, it's an entirely possible round for them. He does not know that Tivu is pushed at truck, though. He may be able to frag Mr. Lee here with a nice shot. He does tag him. He's getting shot from truck. He knows Tivu's at truck now. 1v2 situation. Arya peeks Tivu. Tivu gets the better of him. 5-0 in favor of 4v1P on T-side Mirage.
Yeah, nice try by Arya there. That's just a rough situation, especially when TV played that pretty well and walked over there. I mean, he missed the first shot, but it's still, you're kind of in a pinched area. So, I mean, this gun right here is pretty big if GNet wants to actually have somewhat of a good half, because, I mean, we all know this is a CT-sided map.
Yeah, they definitely need to get some rounds here. Bear Trap got naded to 34 health. He's actually pushing up in the smoke, and so is Arya. That's a cheeky angle to play. Takes out Bear Trap from on top of the little apartments boxes, but does get taken out of 5 health. There is a man working out apartments, and Khabibi's pushing up middle right now with an auto sniper. Mr. Lee takes out GNet, or takes out M rather, and the auto. Arya or Khabibi finished off the kill. He almost whiffed on Tivu. Link, meanwhile, also killed Zenith. Mr. Lee in T-spawn with his teammate Razzle, now in a 2v4 situation. 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and a molly. They have a whole 60 seconds to work with, assuming maybe just trying to hope Mr. Lee can get some picks and open something up, but it's not a entirely lost round for 4v1P. Not to mention, Tivu has 12k, Mr. Lee 7. Khabibi, if he peeks middle here, he may not expect Mr. Lee just to be holding it with an op. Razzle's walking up Cat. Khabibi's just trying to spot the underpass. He's about to peek middle, though. He spots Razzle on Cat and Mr. Lee. Get Link, though, has the op up in apartments, 2 frags. That was just really good positioning from GNet there.
Much needed round for GNet there. I mean, if they'd lost that, money would have been broken once again. And I mean, like, I don't think if you 0-6, you're in real trouble on CT side going into maybe potential 0-7 spot. But good hold by them.
And maybe your team is, you have a much better T side than CT, but when you're that far behind, it just, you can't make any mistakes.
Apart most of the time. Yeah, exactly. You have so much pressure building on it.
An extremely aggressive B Halls push from 4v1P. All 5 in Halls. Khabibi's going to be playing Get Right while his teammate in B site is playing what we call Skadoodle. GNet or M does pick up Mr. Lee, misses the shot at Bear Trap, who is just running and gunning with the P90. All 3 of the CT players are now in kitchen. And why am I not? Auto Director's just stuck on a dead body. Arya now in a 1v3 situation actually does take out Razzle. 1 man on Cat, 1 man in the apartments. Arya throws it's actually a pretty nice molly, but just got taken out before he could even peek with a gun.
Yeah, and I like the tempo change by 4v1P here. I mean, you just got off a round with your pick. Slow work didn't work. Let's just go out B Halls that worked on pistol, and it worked out well for them. This allows them to, like, basically just play on their toes now. I mean, they can't get comfortable. They took away that momentum that they were slowly building off that 1 round.
Yeah, especially because all of their defaults had been, like, working, mid and A apartments and ramp. Kind of just working off of picks, and then they just did this really fast B hit, like you said, just on pissed around. Save coming out from GNet. Bear Trap is going to take out Stahu push ramp. Zenith takes out another. Bear Trap is really low, though. Arya's going to meet Tivu, who has his knife out in apartments, and actually takes him out. Gets an AK and the bomb. Arya and Khabibi in a 2v3. Even though it's an eco, Arya could hit some shots here, and as I say that, both of them die. 7-1 in favor of 4v1P.
Yeah, it was a good attempt at the eco round there, but I mean, 41P, Bear Trap coming up there with some other plays just to lock it down. And like we saw, the money was broken there, even though they won that one round. They really needed 2 rounds in a row to be able to make sure they had a good economy. And this is where the economy comes
Just
into
got
play.
reset.
Yep.
It's funny, Tivu flew around the apartment's corner with his knife out and saw Arya with the USP and just started trying to left click him. I guess he like realized he was already dead. But pretty slow play coming out from 4v1P. They have Mr. Lee and Tivu working mid. Zenith is just kind of working towards B. Bear Trap at ramp and Raz on apartments. This seems to be like their default, and Arya catches Bear Trap with a nade out. Now, this round is looking in favor of GNet. We do have Link with an op, glass cannon style, no armor at all. Arya does have an op, but he's getting sprayed from connector. Sta takes advantage of Razzle, not expecting him to be there. Zenith is going to be taking out Khabibi in the window room. He takes out another on Cat, but Arya does trade him out from the connector. 7-2.
Yep, and GNet needs this round right now. I mean, what are you gonna say? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say GNet really needs to win out this half if they want a decent cushion. You know.
Completely agree. Don't want to have to depend on winning that pistol as well. I mean, like, because even right now, if they were to win out, they still have that. The pistol's gonna have a dictate heavily upon who wins this match.
Yeah, winning that round was really important because all of them were under $200 after getting their money reset, and they would have been forced to save.
Yeah. Even if they lose here again, though, I mean, like, if they were to lose, they're still gonna have to save again. They need those. They need 2 rounds in a row. They really need to string 2 rounds together so they can have one cushion instead of having to save.
Arya is playing with an op. That's kind of dangerous. He's playing really close up in a smoke, maybe trying to peek over it.
Way hyper.
Razzle going to be smoking jungle. Here comes Razzle. Arya is being pushed by the players A ramp. He's trying to fall back into sight. He's now doubling sight. A nice counter flash though coming out from the players in sight. M takes out Zenith. Razzle quickly trades on Saw in sight. Arya's playing Ninja Box with an op. That's not exactly the best position to be at with that weapon rather. But he's getting help from his teammates. Trades everywhere. Now a 2v2 situation, but Khabibi is on the quick flank, and we have Tivu coming up from connector. Khabibi takes out Razzle. Lit sandwich. Bomb is now down. They do not know that Tivu's lurked in the connector though. Link now watching his back. So is Khabibi. Tivu could lurk around here, kill Link in window, and then be in a 1v1 with 35 seconds left. Link doesn't even expect, but he's turned around the P2K. Easy frag for Tivu. Now in a 1v1 situation versus Khabibi. He has control of the bomb, actually. Nade gonna do some decent damage to Khabibi. He's clearing close Tetris. He's got 25 seconds. Tivu's actually gonna choose to run all the way to B, and if Khabibi doesn't hurry up, he's not gonna be able to catch him in time. And Tivu's actually gonna be able to get through window into kitchen, gonna get that bomb down at B. Khabibi is in quick pursuit. Tivu's probably going to try to plan for apartments, I would assume. He's going to go to truck. And we have Khabibi rotating all the way around to Cat. This is almost one of those impossible to win 1v1s, just because of the angle the counter-terrorist has to play when defusing the bomb. But Tivu spots him Cat, and he's kind of playing an aggressive peek here, and he does take him out. There was too many angles for Khabibi to clear. I don't think, if I was Khabibi, I would not have given up. I would have tried to contest the bomb there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you don't want to put yourself in a 1v1 situation with 1,000 angles on that retake. I mean, especially when you're on LAN when your nerves are high.
Also, yeah, like, I don't know if I agree the fact that he rotated the second longest possible rotate. He went all the way down through connector up Cat, like, instead of just quickly following him, you know, kitchen, and maybe trying to catch him getting into after plan.
Or at least know where he's going to be. I mean, if you can get in the kitchen and just... I mean, if you were looking at the bomb, there's only so many ways you can go, but once you go a long way around, you really can't tell where he's going to be.
Yeah. This eco round, though, M and Khabibi opening up with 2 CZ75 headshots, now in a 5v3. Razzle's going to meet Sta here at A ramp from apartments. If Sta can take him out with another headshot, 2v4, this is a really winnable round for GNet. Link is going to pick up that AK. Tivu here is going to have to work some magic. He does take out Arya in apartments. Sta should honestly... Well, I guess he's holding an okay angle. For some reason, I thought they had bomb, but Tivu still has control of the bomb. Link is going to be in connector looking at underpass. He's not even going to see... Oh, he peeks around to see Tivu top mid, but that's in... Tivu just takes him out. M maybe catch somebody with their back turned on Cat, and he does take out Tivu. 1v2 situation. Zenith does have full nades, armor, and 80 health versus 2 CZs. M's going to try to get into a position and spot him on Cat, which he does. Takes him down to 27. We now have Sta, who should be trying to flank Cat or rotate and assist his teammate. M is just trying to stay alive as much as he can. Juking around the pillars here. They have 30 seconds, and Zenith actually does take him down. He's going to get the bomb down, but he's going to get peeked by Sta and Cat. Oh my god, 2 health. Zenith, he's going to commit to the plan here. Sta does not have any nades, but he does throw a flash that it was kind of pointless, and we have Zenith smoking out the bomb. 1v1 situation. Sta just going to peek around the corner. 2 health is really hard to clutch with. Good
There's an eco.
And
Yeah. Seems like their aggressive plays on Eco are working better. GNet should really adapt that and use it in one of their gun rounds here. I mean, they do need to win out right here. I don't think any more rounds given to 4v1P, we won't see a third map, in my opinion.
I would agree, because 4v1P, I mean, if they win it 10-5, 11-4, something like that, all they have to do is win pistol, and it's...
Yeah, if
the pressure is
won,
you know...
there's no way they win if they win pistol and go 10-5 in this half. I can't see it being done with how well they're playing right now.
GNet's going to peek middle with his op, miss the shot, gets tagged down to 74 by Razzle. They're going to be working a very quick 5-up Cat, and their window smokes do miss though, but it doesn't really matter. They're going to meet Arya on Cat, who has a chance to get 2 or 3 kills. He gets 2, almost a third. Zen is taken down to 21 health, but Bear Trap is going to be flying from Cat into window, takes out GNet, or takes out M rather, excuse me. Bomb going to be going down. Link gets a beautiful shot. Now Zenith is the last man in the site. Bear Trap, oh my god, this has been an extremely hectic round. Khabibi does take out Bear Trap, who is extremely low. The bomb's going to be put down by Zenith. He picks up an op for an op. Zenith at 21 health. Khabibi does not know that though. He's opting to op. Oh, I've said that word like 20 times. Khabibi working into site, clearing angles with his USP. He's gonna smoke out that, and can he take him out? And he does. 12. That was a crazy round. Jesus.
Yeah, it was a hectic round there. I mean, terrorists are not backing down. They're playing aggressive as ever.
2 window smokes missed. They went up Cat. Arya almost got 3 frags. Bear Trap decided to boost onto the Cat railing, fly into window, take out the Opper. Actually got 3 kills that round. Killed the Opper in window, killed another guy pushing him jungle, and then killed a CT rotator. And then got taken out by Khabibi. That was just nuts. But extremely close round. Khabibi though did clutch it for his team, and they do need it. They need to get as many rounds as they can here, close out this half. 8-7 would be ideal. They're going to be a save here from 4v1P minus Tivu, who did buy up an AK, hoping maybe he can get some picks and they can win the eco. Interesting nade coming out from Khabibi, who has an AUG. Mr. Lee does take out Link 52, who was the sole B player, and they're on basically an eco with a split bomb. Mr. Lee picking up the M4, Tivu with the AK. Nade coming out from Arya, who's going to fly in, checks the wrong corner, but he does flick around and ends up taking out Mr. Lee. Tivu in the apartments, Zenith at the truck, Tivu takes out 1. Khabibi going to be coming up the Cat, takes out Tivu in apartments, but Bear Trap is on the lurk. He only has a Glock, 1 on Cat, 1 in apartments, 1 at truck. It's a 3v3 situation. The guy boosts over truck to try to get the guy in apartments, but he dies from the truck player. Stock quickly pushing the truck, taking out that last truck player. 1 in apartments, 1 pushing in from Cat. One of them needs to get on the bomb. He does have a kit. He's taking down, but the guy from Cat has a Glock. He's going to take out Star on the bomb. Bear Trap, 2 frags with a Glock. A split by works out in favor of 4v1P, and GNet desperately needed that round.
They really did, and I mean, I think Link, he was playing up close there, but he decided to kind of peek out wide and didn't even get a single frag. That's a big issue. I mean, if you're your B player, you kind of are forced to play passive unless you have like somebody backing you up with a flashbang underneath you. So I'm really surprised by that play, and that really opened up the round for them, and clearly they got the bomb down and won an eco.
I mean, I'm not sure. As a solo site player, like, for instance, for Complexity, Eco typically plays solo B. Like, you don't ever push up, like, really aggressive like that. You can do that if you have a teammate, like, crossfiring or, you know, baiting for you, like, in sight. But when you're up close like that, maybe you get 1 kill, but you should be traded by
it's a one and done.
Any competent team, and then, like, your teammates have to rotate, and you have no presence in the site. So you should, you know, play jail or something and try to stay alive. But anyways, the round is underway. It's going to be a save coming out from GNet. Khabibi takes out Razzle. Gets traded by Bear Trap. The quick flank from underpass is dealt with by Zenith. 10-4. The CTs are going to be on a force by FAMASes and pistols, whatever they can manage. Maybe some M4s if they opt to buy no nades. We see the Nova coming out from Khabibi, all he can afford.
Yeah, this seems to be an issue for GNet right now. It's been a story of the economy for GNet too. I feel like they've had a lot of forced buys and saves, which is just not how you want to play any form of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's crucial to win several rounds in a row after being down, you know, like 3 or 4 round deficit, because you just get reset and then your economy is just in the garbage can. Sta, I think, is peaking. No, he was in connector with a CZ, which I mean, peaking mid. That's not exactly the most ideal thing. M is going to be spraying, but Mr. Lee actually spots Khabibi pushed up mid with the Nova. Can he take him out? He does. He does get taken out at 26 health. We have Zenith working up underpass. M is still in window. Takes him down to 6 health with a mid-air shot. Stop playing on the generator stairs. 3 are coming up ramp, and he does take out Bear Trap. Now a 3v4 situation. Lee is extremely lit. He sees that there's no one. Halls. Sta actually takes out the bomb planter with a kind of a really weird shot. We now have TiVo in a 1v2 situation, picking up the bomb, deciding to plant behind triple. While M and Link, actually, no, he doesn't decide to plant. He has got 45 seconds. He can maybe work a pick here. No need to force the plan and get quickly, pushed and pinched. Smart play from him. TiVo peeking wide is going to be taking out Link in the connector. Now puts him in a 1v1. No reason Link should be peeking like that. He just needs to wait to retake with M, and they could have traded the frag. TiVo's going to fake plant, and he peeks and kills M. 11-4 in favor of 4v1P.
Yep, another misstep. It just feels like right now GNet has too many misplays. I mean, 4 rounds, unless they have a really good T half, it's going to be game over for them.
Especially pistol. They don't play, at least when it comes to like retakes, and it seems like the end of the round sort of thing. They don't play very collected. I mean, they go in 1v1, 1 by 1 on retakes instead of trying to play trades. Like, there's no reason to peek in a 2v1. Like, just if you let him plant, let your teammate get around to CT, and then both push him. So even if he kills one, it's impossible.
All about trades. Oh, there you. I love the strat.
Another Halls push, but a Molly and a nade come out from 4v1P, stopping them. M does get around to truck. 59 health. Link was taken out by the Molly nade and the P2K of Razzle here. They know that there is one out truck, and they are rotating. They do spot bombs, so both the A players should be rotating, but they're still sitting at A. TiVo takes out M and Sta. Lee getting Arya. It's now Khabibi in a 1v5 situation.
Man, that's looking like it's gonna be game. Yeah, and there's a situation where the CTs were prepared. He bought a Molotov, where I actually don't approve of them waiting for the Molotov. I mean, I think you just have to tank that 30 damage apiece or whatever, and just try to get the frag before they rotate over. But I mean, they tried to go for it. TV was ready with looked like a 5-7. So unfortunate for them. This looks like it's gonna be close.
Seeing some of the chats, people are saying like TiVo invite soon. SK is actually already an invite. They placed second last season, losing to Mythic in the ESEA main finals, and they were voted in to invite ahead of Grandpa Berets and the stream team. So TiVo is invite. Anyways, Eco round going to be coming out from G. Now we see 4v1P with a P90, a Nova, and 2 FAMASes, and an M4 up on Bear Trap. Razzle maybe trying to just stack up some money. Just extend their lead even further. We have 2 people working up Cat. Sta has gone underpass. And they will meet Razzle's Nova in a second. If he continues peeking aggressively like this, he should get at least 1 kill. Decides to take out the 250, but he's getting pushed close. Takes out Link with the Nova. Takes out M. Sta is now worked up kind of next to the connector stairs. Razzle can barely see him, but he gets taken out by Mr. Lee's P90. TiVo taking out Khabibi, and now it's Arya in a 1v5. Does take out Zenith with a nice Glock headshot, getting pushed by Bear Trap's M4. Actually dinks him, but the Glock shoots Nerf bullets against head armor, and it's 13-4.
Yeah, it looks like everyone is running away with this. I mean, if there needs to be something that needs to happen for Terra side, it'd be an Eco right here. Like right now, right here, let's go. If you want to make your LAN dream come alive, it'd be this round.
Yeah, you have to make a stand right here. You have to stop the lead, start building up your economy, and just climb the 13-4 mountain on T-side Mirage. And it looks like they're going to be setting up for an A execute. They did smoke A ramp, the CTs, so they should wait. Seems like Khabibi and Arya set up for the stairs/jungle smoke while they have M smoking CT and the other 2 players in halls. So the smoke's going to be going out. The flashes also. It's going to be a full A execute left up to the 2 players inside. Zenith gets a nice nade, taking Arya down to 37. Amali preventing the push. Bear Trap taking up Khabibi. Zenith, Arya, another 2 frags for Zenith. He's going to fly up the ladder here. He was looking to. Sta gets a trade, gets quickly traded, and Sta actually landed on Zenith's head. And that
looking
was just,
grim.
They got torn apart.
Looking grim.
They didn't get a single frag, did they?
No,
they took a
so
Lee,
yeah, one person, I think that was it. I mean, CTs, even if they were to lose, right now they still have a lot of economy. So I mean, this is even a more of like how many rounds they can win. It's just like the economy is so good, 1 or 2 rounds have to go to CT at one point, you know.
I like the fact that I like the use of 4v1P. I like the use of their mollies. I mean, I saw it on Inferno, and I'm seeing it here. I think mollies are. I mean, they're really underused, and even if they're used a lot of the time, they're used incorrectly. But 4v1P uses them really efficiently to stop pushes and to basically consolidate terrorist players into only, like the guy underneath balcony molly part of the ramp, so they were forced to go to Tetris, and then it's just easy picking as between 4 CTs with rifles and nades. But it's going to be a 3v4 GNet's Eco trying to save for that save for game point, basically, and then they're going to have to win out. Bear Trap straight peek spots M up on the Tetris. He's going to get this guy through the wood. No, he does not. He runs out of ammo, but Mr. Lee takes care of Link up on the balcony. Razzle fragging KBB at ramp, and now it is game point, 15-4 in favor of 4v1P.
Yep, and I mean, not going to say they've lost, but they're very close. I mean, they don't even have, well, they do have a full buy here. They do have full buy, full grenades, but 3 ops, like, I understand you need to, like, pick at the Mac, but 3 ops, you need more rifles here. I think this is a desperation play at best.
Yeah, and I mean, you take a look at something that I've been hearing, you know, it doesn't matter how well you can play as a team. If, like, nobody on your team is hitting shots or out-aiming your opponents, a lot of the time it's just, you know, if you look at the individual performances, every player of 4v1P is in double digits. Bear Trap and Tivu just cracking 20. And on the T side, only 2 of them, and that's 10 and 12. It's Tha and Arya. But Mr. Lee going to be peeking aggressively. Does get taken out by Link at the underpass, who's going to opt to push straight through that smoke, maybe trying to get another pick. He's taken out by Bear Trap, and now it's M in a 1v3 to keep the LAN hopes alive. And
that's game.
2 bullets from Zenith.
So we're going to see a 4v1P versus Poker Face rematch here. And I've said this since the beginning of the LAN. If there was a team that was going to beat them, I felt like it was 4v1P. And I feel like they've had a lot of time to warm up. And the one thing about if you're in the winners bracket, the finals, you haven't had time to warm up. You get DM time, sure, but that's not getting 3 scrims from lower bracket. Like, I can't tell you how many times just personally I've been in like a local LAN like this, and I felt like I lost 1 in losers and then won out the entire LAN just because you had so much time to play with your team, like extra rounds. Like, it's just